Hi there, I am WaLead, the CEO and founder of WaLead.ai, and in this video we will see how to integrate the beast clay.com with WaLead.ai. Let's go! All right, so first thing, we need to have a pro plan or a starter plan, it's fine, inside WaLead.ai. All right, that's really, yeah, we need this because we will have to use our API. So we have to go to settings, API, and integrations. And here we must have our API keys and also documentation and all that. So it's quite easy. So let's just go to Clay. We'll create a new table. Let's just call it, yeah. So for example, all right, what's that? All right, so we'll call it just, for example, Clay to WaLead.ai. It's fine. All right, so now we will just add a few people to have some kind of example. Let's take, for example, VP marketing worldwide, and give me just 10. I'm fine with 10. Save to existing table. No, save to new table like this. All right. Now we're creating our new table. Create table. Okay, so of course the idea is to add this into your workflow. So for example, if you want to get leads from Clay, then I want to send them to Smartly or instantly for cold emailing, and then if they don't answer or something like this, we can pull them back and send them to WaLead.ai. So there are like tons of possibilities, but we'll start with something quite easy. So we just have a table, we have the LinkedIn URL of our profiles, and then we'll just send the leads to our WaLead.ai campaign. So for this, we have to write here HTTP API. This one, amazing. We will configure it. For this, you can use our documentation, or I will leave you in the comment section our Word document that will make the life much easier. Is this one. So we just need to follow this. So the method is post. The endpoint is this one. All right, so we will add here the method post. The endpoint is this one. All right, now what we need to do is the header. So we'll just copy this. All right. We will go here where it says headers. We'll add two headers. We'll paste the AP key, and then we'll paste this content type application JSON. All right, like this. Amazing. Now we have to go back to WaLead.ai and let's just copy. Let's create a new AP test, new AP key. Let's copy this, done. And now we will just add here the AP key. Amazing. Now we have to go to WaLead.ai and we will create a new campaign. Campaign Clay import, create. All right, once we have the campaign Clay import, now we will copy this ID. It's basically the ID of the campaign. Each inside WaLead.ai, each campaign has a single ID. Each conversation has its own ID, so it will be useful for working with the API later. So we will just copy this. We will go here, and where it says campaign ID, we'll paste this. Perfect. And now we will add the body. So for the body, it's much easier. We will just need to copy this, paste it here, and that's it. Check duplicates across all workspace. You can leave it as true or false. Here we'll add the first name, then we'll type slash first name to map the column in Clay, slash last name, slash company name, slash LinkedIn URL. This one is the most important one. So this one is mandatory. The rest are optional. So we can just type them like this. Because even if you only have the LinkedIn URL, WaLead.ai will take the rest. The public identifier, it's necessary to send it, but we will leave it as blank. So if you read the documentation, you will see that you need to add, you need to fill either the LinkedIn URL or the public identifier. And now here we can add custom variables, as many custom variables as you want. I will just check what kind of variables we have here. For example, we have the company domain, we have we have the location. Don't know if we have save changes. Let's save this column, and let's check if we have something else. Latest experience title. All right. Well, we don't have description or current job title, so we will just type here Clay to WaLead.ai, and then here we will add the location. All right, we do have the job title. Okay. So here I added the location, the job title. Fantastic. Awesome. All right. The company description, we don't have it, so we can just delete this, and it's fine. And we are ready to go. So with this, we can just save and run the turn rows here. So this will be automatically sending the lead to WaLead.ai. We can click here to see what happened. It says leads added successfully. So if we go back to WaLead.ai, we see we already have the leads here, right? So now the leads will start processing inside WaLead.ai, and they will appear later like this, like with the photo and the rest of the info and all that. So let me just Clay test import. Yeah, perfect. So this is one of the main stuff that you can do with WaLead.ai inside Clay. Like, okay, all right, let's just do this, but you can do much more. Like, let's check our documentation, and I can show you a few stuff we can do. So from WaLead.ai, from Clay, sorry, you can send leads. You can send one by one. That's like the normal thing to do. But you can also send a bunch. This normally I do it in other cases, like for example, in N8N workflows, pulling data from Epify or some stuff like this. But for this Clay, this is the one we saw. It's fine. You can add as many custom variables as you want. You can personalize that part. It's also interesting. All right, then you can also create like post campaigns, active campaigns, all that. You can also pull conversations, but I don't think this will be useful for this case, right? Get analytics, all that. But what I think is interesting is it's basically another endpoint that you can find, I think, here inside of docs WaLead.ai. This one, add blocked list. Yeah. So basically, here we have much more endpoints. So what you can do, for example, is add leads you can basically block the leads in the workspace, or you can block the leads in a single campaign. So if you want to block leads in a single campaign, it's pretty similar. You just need to get the campaign ID, as we just saw, right? And if you want to add the leads because inside WaLead.ai there is like two kind of block lists. The first one is this one, is like the global block list of the account, and then inside, they have been processed already. So inside the campaigns in options, you also have here a campaign level block list. So you have two endpoints for each one of the cases. So what's that useful for? What I do normally is, if a lead answers on Smart Lead, then I block him automatically in WaLead.ai. Normally I use the global block list, and because I don't want to have like different columns, so depending on the campaign. So I just use the global block list, and that's it. So it's pretty interesting, because if you already have the answer inside the Smart Lead, it's not necessary to contact him also on LinkedIn, right? So this is something we actually do. And then the other thing that is also interesting, let's create a new table inside Clay. and we will type here webhook. All right, let's create a source. Amazing. And then we will copy this URL. And if you go to WaLead.ai, here in the API integrations, you have something called webhooks. So here in webhooks, you can subscribe to a new webhook, paste that link, and then here you have a lot of possibilities, right? So I have some zaps and some flows running that if a LinkedIn account gets disconnected, I receive an email because it's really important for us to get notified when a LinkedIn account gets disconnected, because like every 3 or 4 months the cookies can can change, right? And also, if a campaign has run out of leads, I need to get that message too, right? Because in that case, we need to add more leads to that single campaign. But here you can get much more info. For example, if you are using the screener inside WaLead.ai and the lead gets discarded, so what's the screener? Inside WaLead.ai, you have an AI. We call it the AI screener that you will tell that AI the criteria. So let's just do an example. So for example, if we go to that single campaign, I can create here a screener, an AI screener. So I will say my ICP, I can add here tons of criteria, right? For example, my ICP is a CEO of a software company, and my ICP has posted or has liked a post on LinkedIn in the last 12 months, for example. Then I will type in the AI tools. I just need the last like scraper. Let's click on save. And then we can preview it. And if we launch this campaign, then automatically all the leads will be processed, and the AI screener will say if a lead is discarded or a lead is accepted, right? So, for example, if so for example, this guy has liked a post 16th March, so he's active on LinkedIn. But the thing is, he doesn't it doesn't meet like the criteria of the CEO and all that. But the thing is, what I do, for example, is I create a campaign inside LinkedIn with the screener. So if the lead is active on LinkedIn, I will send him a message on LinkedIn. But if he's not active, then he will be discarded from the campaign. All right. So I receive the webhook on Clay when the lead is discarded, so I push him automatically to Smart Lead. So we contact him on email because we see that he's not active on LinkedIn at all. So why should we like spend that bullet on him, right? So that's like the idea. So we will just test it so you can see. For example, if we create a new key, if we subscribe to a new webhook, let's paste the Clay stuff, and then we will tag a lead as interested. And here you can choose if you want it to be like campaign level or all the campaigns. Let's just subscribe to this. All right. And now the Clay table is listening for the lead. So what we can do is let's just take a lead in the Unibox. Let's tag him as interested. All right. And voila, right now we have the lead information. So we already have like, so basically we have who is the lead, like his picture, his last name. We have the tag he has. We have the company name, right? We have the campaign name too. We have the LinkedIn URL. So yeah, there are like a lot of information that you can use. And from this step, then we can do some stuff. For example, if the lead is interested, then my next step can be, all right, let's send this lead to the CRM. So if the guy is interested, why should my head of sales send him to the CRM manually and copy paste all the data manually, right? We can just look up for Breakhold is our CRM right now. Yeah, create a lead. So we can just use this step, HubSpot, PyDrive, or whatever, and then we can map the fields. And automatically, if you assign the lead as interested inside WaLead.ai, it will get sent here to Breakhold by using Clay, right? So there are like tons of possibilities by combining the API endpoints that you can use and the webhooks to create like a amazing sales machine, GTM machine, and do it performing like multi-channel stuff, and also connecting all the data with your CRMs, so everything keeps going smoothly without like having a person doing it manually, right? So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed the integration between Clay and Walid AI. And if you are thinking about anything new, just let me know and we will add it soon. All right. See you.